give to the running back. Find some fresh air. There he goes. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Makes the catch. It's Gentry. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vanderbilt. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster. And they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
To the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Commodores will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Looking for a crease to the left. Shows up the stick on it. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years. at Florida State, and you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years, you got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Sparrow. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now the play fake. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. To the air on first down. Looking for space to the left. Heaves it on the line. Fires into traffic. Picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Still running over 30. That's a running room. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Hess. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outdo the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Looking for a man. It's Duggar. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. Finds a seam. Touchdown goes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Isaac. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wants to change this route. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it! And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position.
The defense sort of hurls this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air. It's Barry. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Running it to the right. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw in the double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up in the double coverage.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. He holds one deep down the left side. He got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Vanderbilt!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Isaac. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Moving out of the pocket. Finds a man on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
Buys a little extra time. On the move, he fires. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Hand them a first down with a penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Bill Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Commodores will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it out. It's Isaac. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. side. Running to Green. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Knowles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
Oh, it's a reverse. And the defense not fooled at all as they stop this play at the line.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Berry. There's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Power football with the run. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Commodores decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, then.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Berry. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab at the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Knowles.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And with the extra point. They get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's half. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Going up for the first. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, when the ball's tossed on the perimeter really quickly, you got to take really good angles. When I'm a safety and I'm spinning down, I'm trying to catch that guy. He's got so much space out there now. I don't have a lot of help from my defensive tackles and my defensive ends. Those are tough spots to be in. You could tell the running back won that battle, got a bunch of yards. Nice positive play for this offense.
After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. The give to the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Line getting set on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Duggan. Floating away. And as he throws, missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And complete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Now they'll try the right side. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Buys a little time. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Now on the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they'll knock him down. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vandy. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
Quarterback adapted. He's in open space downfield. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Commodores send out the punt unit. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Berry. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Got some room to run.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Lost a throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the goal.
this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Commodores.
But the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
He'll bring it out. It's Isaac. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Steps away to find some room. He turns it loose to the left. Makes the grab on the shot. Grabs a touchdown, saving tackle at the 17.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers. And they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Hess. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll try the right side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Starts to scramble to the left. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. On the second play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the 3rd play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's half. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least. Breaks into the open. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. And right into the teeth of double coverage. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick six. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On the shovel. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You hear this all the time, but you've got to be able to tackle the catch and limit yak, right? I know that ball wasn't thrown deep down the field. As soon as that guy caught it, though, down he went.
Dropping back, it's Barry. Looking left. Picked off. They turn over in their own end.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. And the Commodores with a big opportunity to take this sudden change and make it sudden points. A first down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. And I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. To throw, it's Duggar. He's got it. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be fourth down. The Commodores will hustle to the line. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Ball down at the 7-yard line. A nice return after the pick has him in business.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Davis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking for a huge play. Pulls it in down the sideline. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down to your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Duggar. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Second interception of the day for the Seminoles. It's like they've run a secondary out there with Deion Sanders, Terrell Buckley, and Lee Corso.
And what does Deion say? You know, look good, feel good, play good, get paid good. These guys in the secondary making plays. This man might have made himself some money at the next level.
Might be changing the route. The snap sets up the throw. Here's a hit. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Ready up. Sends it back in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front.
Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what...
He found open space. The band might as well start playing. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Duggar. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it on the outside. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an
a shot toward the end zone, and he throws another interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Isaac. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down.
Check. Blue 27. Here we go.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Duggar. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he had Commodores will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if we do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And the Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give and tick, 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 tick. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Toss to the outside. In a world of trouble from the start and a massive loss on that play.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Off the play fake. Looking for a deep man. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.